Hello everyone, it's Anahita Rao back again with the yoga series. So I wanted to discuss what's known as the Parivartana yoga in a chart. This actually shows up quite commonly, but it gets overlooked at times, so it's very important to look out for this one in your birth chart. Now, what is Parivartana? Parivartana, the word itself just simply means exchange, and as this suggests, basically it occurs when the lords of two houses are placed in each other's house. So, for example, in a birth chart, Mercury could be in Libra, and then Venus could be in Gemini. So they're switching houses, they're in each other's houses there, and that would be considered a Parivartana yoga. So what does it do? It basically is a subtle exchange of energy between the two planets and what they exemplify in your chart. It also creates a very strong connection, or what we call sambandh, with the two planets, and so you have to look at that to see how the two planets are behaving and what sort of results are being brought about in your chart because of that relationship. So this, of course, can also remove debilitation in a chart. So that's something to make a note of, because it strengthens that planet. And some astrologers say that when a Parivartana yoga takes place, then basically, in essence, what's happening is that the two planets are behaving as if they were in their own house. So there are three main ways to recognize a Parivartana yoga and how it is forming and what the results will be. So the first way is based on the functional nature of the planets. So if you've got two lords exchanging a house and they're both Kendra lords, Kendra meaning 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th house, then that is considered to be a very auspicious yoga. It could also be an exchange between the Kendra and Trikona house. So you've got the Kendra houses, lords, 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th, in exchange with one of the Trikona lords, which is 1, 5, 9. I would also take the house 2nd and 11th in this to sort of observe what is happening there, because that also would likely lead to auspicious results. Again, it depends on what the planet is and how it is placed in your chart and what is the relationship with your lagna. So all kinds of factors play a part as well. So now, if you know the theory of Raj Yoga, then you know that what happens when a Kendra and Trine house connect with each other. The relationship of these planets can bring really amazing results in a person's life. And again, it depends on what they're representing and whether you're going through the dasha of the planet. Because remember, all yogas are activated when you are going through that particular time sequence. Now, the second way to recognize a Parivartana yoga is based on the nature of the planets. Whereas Venus and Mercury and Jupiter are considered to be benefics, and Mars and Saturn are considered to be malefics. So that is going to obviously modify the yoga somewhat. So you look at the lordships, then you see the nature of the planet itself, and then of course you look at you would also have to look at the what the planet signifies for that particular lagna. For example, Mars actually is a good planet for Leo and Cancer risings. So the third thing to look out for is based on nakshatra, which is also known as nakshatra or Sukshama Parivartana yoga. So for instance, in your chart, if your sun is sitting in Jupiter's nakshatra, and Jupiter is sitting in the Sun's nakshatra, then you've got a Sukshama Parivartana yoga happening there. Now, here the planets are related to each other on the nakshatra level. And so you need to see the lordships of the nakshatras itself in the birth chart. For instance, for a Pisces ascendant, that would be a nakshatra exchange between the 6th house Sun and the 1st and 10th house Jupiter. And so those are the lordships that are being exchanged based on the nakshatra. So now here during the dasha of the Sun, for instance, there could be a lot of progress in your career for a Pisces ascendant. But during the dasha of the 10th lord, there may be some health issues to look out for. So that's sort of an example of how you would read that. Now, with all yogas, as usual, one has to see the strength of the planets. So you look at the Shadbala, you look at the Ashtakvarga, and then, of course, you have to see the timeline of when they will actually manifest, so that you can enjoy the fruits of the particular yoga. So if you never go through the planetary period that's bringing you this yoga, it doesn't get activated. So you may not really see the real benefits. Of course, you will still get the protection of the yoga, particularly if benefics are involved. So examining the chart is, of course, essential for determining all this. So that's my bit there on Parivartana Yoga. It's very important to look out for this one because I find that it often gets overlooked. Feel free to subscribe below and also check out my website. Thanks, folks.